Hey, everybody, Brian's the new Meg.
Brian's the new Meg. Brian's the new Meg.
Yeah, you're the new me.
Shut up, Meg.
Dude, run.
What?
Oh, crap. We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. I am Brandon Morgan with Eric Chadwick. And we sorry to interrupt your Family Guy. It is better than Family Guy, better than the History Channel, and it's better than the Animal Planet.
What are you drinking this morning?
We are talking about organ and tissue donation.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a big source.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes. And we got facts and the process.
Yep.
And we are going to give you more information, and there's going to be a quiz at the end, so listen up.
Start studying.
Your life is always first. If you are taken to the hospital after an accident or injury, it is the hospital's #1 priority to save your life. Your status as a donor is not considered until every effort has been made to try to save your life and death has been declared. Everyone has the potential to be an organ and tissue donor. Your age or health should not prevent you from registering to be an organ, eye, or tissue donor.
That is good.
Yes, it is. Even smokers or heavy drinkers have organs or tissues that can save or change a life.
Serious?
Yes.
That's surprising.
Yes, it says here black and white.
Wow.
Age is not a factor. The oldest organ donor was 92.
Holy crap.
Yes, it is more than my dad.
That is old.
Yes, it is. Take the interactive body tour above to find out more about what organs and tissues can be donated.
Up above. My turn. But organ donation is not a given. Only about 1 out of 100 individuals in the U.S. will die through the process of brain death and have the potential for organ donation. You do not need to die for brain death to be a tissue donor. If an individual dies and is not signed up in the Ohio Donor Registry, the next of kin must make the decision regarding donation. Families faced with the sudden traumatic loss of a loved one will sometimes say no to donation even when the loved one wanted to be a donor. The extremely small number of potential donors make it crucial in every person who wants to be a donor should authorize that gift and sign up in the Ohio Donor Registry to ensure their decision is honored. That is a long one. Nah. All faiths agree. All major religions in the United States support organ and tissue donation and consider it a generous act of caring. Read your religious statement on donation. Now it's yours.
Thank you, Eric. There is no cost to your family, which means no grain.
Woohoo!
Yeah. It's just like the free box.
Free money!
If you decide to be an organ or tissue donor, your family will not, I repeat, not Americans.
Oh, wow.
Your family will not be paid for any medical expenses associated with the donation, so that is pretty good.
Nice.
One life can save 8 and heal 50.
Surprise.
I know. Organ donors have the potential to save 8 lives and heal as many as 50 through tissue donation.
Wow.
Read the personal story of organ donor to find out how to save 7 lives after his death.
Wow.
So literally, Dustin, wherever he is, he just saved 50 lives.
That is an amazing story.
For just giving his tissue and other things.
That is so amazing. I feel honored for that young man.
Yes, I know.
Now here's the next one. Everyone is equal. When it comes to waiting in line for an organ transplant, we are all created equal. Wealthy or famous individuals cannot and do not get bumped up higher on the national transplant waiting list. Factors such as blood type, body size, location, level of illness, and length of time on the waiting list are used to determine the best candidate for an organ. Your decision will be honored. When you register in the Ohio Donor Registry to become an organ and tissue donor, you are making a legal decision, and even after your death, your wishes will be honored. After all, families agreed on donation, so it's important to talk about your decision with your family to make sure that they are prepared to help honor your decision at the time. That must be very difficult for some families.
Yes, it has to be. Alright, you'll be treated with respect, which means you'll be treated with respect.
Nice saying.
Yes. Registering is easy. Registering to become an organ and tissue donor in the Ohio, Pennsylvania, anywhere in your, well, community is simple. You can register right now online, or you can say yes to the organ and tissue donation when you visit the Ohio or Pennsylvania or whatever to receive or renew your driver's license. So literally, if you get your permit and you get registered, you can be a tissue donor or organ donor right there at the spot.
But remember, kids, it's a choice.
It's up to you and your family. You don't have to say no or yes now, but you can save a life later.
Yes, and it is important to save a life.
Alright, now the next part is we are going to talk about the transplant process.
Very long process and probably...
Step 1. The process of organ and tissue donation begins with an individual commitment to share the gift of life. This simple decision helps to bring something positive to a tragic situation.
You know, man, if I ever died, I think I'll probably give you my spleen.
Oh, thank you.
Although...
I feel your heart.
I don't think I'll give you that because you're too much of a headache for me.
Yeah. Headache.
Okay. Step 2. When it has been determined that a person is in end-stage organ failure and the only hope is an organ transplant, the patient will go through a series of medical and psychological tests before they are listed for a transplant. Once all of the pre-transplant requirements are met, he or she is placed on the United Network of Organ Sharing (UNOS) National Transplant waiting list. Individuals waiting for an organ transplant are listed in the UNOS computer based upon their physical medical characteristics: severity of illness, blood type, tissue type, blood body size, geographical location, etc., etc. These characteristics are utilized to determine a match when there is an organ donor. The amount of time that an individual will have to wait for a transplant can vary from a few hours to many years.
So which means is there's organs and tissues and anything that you can think of being transplanted right now. People are the waiting list. They need your stuff. The more yeah.
I hope they're not talking about that certain type of stuff.
No. Moving right along.
Yeah.
When a death concurs or a brain dead declaration, all hospitals are required by the Medicare to contact an independent organization, or the OPO, in Pennsylvania. The OPO evaluates the individual for the potential to donate organs or tissues or whatever you got. In the recovery process, which includes delivery to the transplanting centers. This process ensures neither the hospital nor the transplant center is involved in the donation process. Step 4, and the final. Once an organ has been donated, the best transplant candidate match is identified and contacted by the transplant center, which means you can't just take it out and put it in somebody. It takes a lot to find out if it's good or not.
Yes.
Following a transplant, recovery times can vary from a few days to several months. To ensure the body attempts a new organ, recipients need to take drugs daily, pretty much.
So kids, that means if you need an organ transplant, no school for a month.
Yeah, so it takes a lot to recover. So, since we went over the transplant process and 10 fun facts, now you may know at least something about the organ and tissue donation. How much of importance it is for everybody, and how much important you are to the community. So remember, kids, once you get your permit, if you're in 9th grade, 10th grade, even 6th grade, you can still think about it. Remember, you don't have to. It's your choice. But you need to think about it. I mean, it's no harm to you. You're going to help a lot of people. And this concludes, well, wait a minute. We got a quiz.
Spare change. Spare change.
Here you go.
I thank you, sir. I need it for an organ I'm waiting for. I'm on the list, but I need money to pay for it.
Oh, you know you don't have to pay for it, right?
What?
Yeah, it's free.
Oh. No, I need it for my smoke. Give me that.
Hello, it's Brandon and Eric back with our quiz.
Enjoy.
Do you have a pencil? I hope you do.
Yep.
Or you better get it from somebody else.
Mm.
Or Mrs. Bear, she's right there. Yeah. Anyway, get a piece of paper out and let's get started. If you guys can't understand this or read, well, we're gonna have it up there.
Who can't read these days?
Many Americans.
That's a shame.
Okay, you have 5 questions. True or false, and A, B, C, or D. Multiple choice. Are you ready? Let's begin. You get 5 seconds each. Good
Ready,
luck.
set, go.
True or false, you have to be 18 or older to donate. True or false, when you get your permit of license, you're immediately an organ donor.
One life can A. Save 4, heal 10. B. Save 1, heal 43. C. Save 8, heal 50. Or D. Save 8, heal 35. Five. How long does recovery last? A. Few days, few months. B. 3 days to 5 days. C. 5 months to 6 months. Or D. Few weeks, few years.
And the last one, true or false, you don't pay anything to be an organ donor. Put it down.
I said put it down.
Mrs. Bear, help us out here. Alright, if you guys have everything on your paper, put your pencils down, here are the answers. Let's see how you did. Number 1, true or false, you have to be 18 or older to donate. What is the answer?
False.
Why? You can be at any age to donate. You have to be dead, but... Number 2, true or false, you will get your permit or license, you're immediately an organ donor.
False.
Because...
It's a choice.
Yeah. 4, one life can A, B, C, or D. The answer is C. Save 8, heal 50. You can save 8 people and you can heal over up to 50 people. Number 5, how long does recovery last? A, B, C, or D? It's A. Few days to few months. And the last one, true or false, you can't pay anything to be an organ donor. What is
True.
it? True. And that is our project. Thank you, Mrs. Bear. Thank you to the class. Thank you for listening. We will now put you back to your regularly scheduled program. All right.